Hi all, welcome to Crypto Charts and our morning roundup. It's as you can see 8:40. Actually you cannot see, but now you will be able to see. 8:42 a.m. Eastern time. Let's hope to cover whatever we have to cover this morning in about 20 to 30 minutes, and then upload this video, and then maybe look also for some trades. The setups are, I don't want to say not as great, but again, we're trading this post dive environment. Each bar here on the chart is a 1 hour bar, so basically we can cover a week back, and sometimes we need to switch from one bar to another, from one time frame to another to look for trades. Obviously you can clearly see this very good support level in Bitcoin. We discussed it. I think I also posted a trade a couple of days ago. I don't remember what was the trade, but using this 109 support level. So in this case, if anybody was still following, there was this trade definitely triggered on this spike down. And what's interesting to see is that on this 1 hour bar down, it triggered, nearly touched the 109 support level, so definitely triggered the limit order here, and immediately moved up. Overall, the trading sentiment is very flat, although most of the cryptos are trading this morning in positive territory, starting with Dash up 9%. We're gonna see actually the whole list in a bit. Okay, so let's round things up. Bitcoin up 0.74%, so nothing interesting here. There is, as always, a barrage of news, and I'm going to read some of them to you, just to to understand what kind of like a doldrum event we are going through, where basically we're not doing anything since 3 or 4 days ago. So let's see. Bitcoin holding strong. A Trump insider opens massive to 120 million short position. That's a headline from Yahoo Finance. Let's read into it. So a Trump insider, we'll see which one, if they have the name or the data here, and that's basically the headline. Bitcoin holding strong, yet Trump insider opens massive 120 million short position, and I don't know why it's not uploading, but it will take some time, I guess. Let me try and figure. Okay, here it is. Hold on a second. Why I'm spending time on reading the news? It's because nothing changed basically since yesterday. Pretty much we are kind of drifting up and down in a very narrow range, especially in Bitcoin, and trades that were available to us, or the same trade that was available to us 2 days ago, October 14, this pullback to the support level is the same trade that's available right now. Basically nothing changed. This 109, let's round things up. I said 109.50 at one point, 109.500, then 109.300. It's actually 109. But what's really building here, if you observe, is this. And that's well, not scary, but again, if you are looking for a long position right now, you need to be aware that this is building, this reverse cup and handle breakdown under the support level. Now, in order for this type of a trade to move, it needs volume, it needs news, it needs something. I mean, unless it's going to be a fake breakdown. Keep in mind that the overall sentiment in Bitcoin is still very positive, although there was a dent in the game last week with this obviously pullback and the recovery, but as you can see now, the recovery is kind of losing steam, and we are still down more than 10% from all-time highs. So we are basically, and there is no like any rush, as you can see, of buying. So nobody sees this event, this 10% minus 10% event, which was at one point nearly 20% event. But let's ignore this half an hour of chaos, which was worth 10%. Let's ignore that and think about the rationale here. So those who bought the highs on leverage are gone. Anybody that was over leveraged on this pullback, which is anywhere between 10 and 20%, and anybody that was leveraged above these levels was gone. I mean, I don't know if, like I said before, if there are thousands of accounts that got blown up, or tens of thousands of accounts that got blown up. Some of these traders are not coming back. Okay, not anytime soon. They lost their money. Now Binance is doing something about it, question mark. Other brokers are doing something about it, also question mark. They said they have like a rescue fund. Whatever. It's clear that the massive move from 5 days ago, 6 days ago actually, was harmful to traders that lost their account, and harmful to the whole crypto ecosystem, because it showed that when there is a big avalanche of sellers, the liquidity is not good enough, and in the stock market they fixed it. I hope that those who are thinking about it, and it has to do with the big brokers, then they can come up with a solution. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Anyway, coming back to our trading. So you wanna trade Bitcoin? Nothing changed here. At this point, I have to say that those who are looking for a long trade clearly should not ignore this reverse cup and handle breakdown. So the stop losses, then I guess there will be a lot of stop losses here that can trigger actually a sharp leg down. Okay, assuming this level is going to break. Now, if this level is not going to break, okay, an entry here at 111, 110 with a stop loss here under the support is still a good deal, assuming at one point Bitcoin will recover, move over this 116 level, and go back to all-time highs area, which was before the crash 124, nearly 125. Okay, so I'm not going to post another trade. The trade is still in the platform. Sorry, still posted. And again, those who are asking me if I'm canceling trades, if I'm taking the trades, keep in mind there are anywhere between sometimes 3 and 5 trades per day that I'm posting. I'm not taking any of these trades. Okay. The purpose of this channel is education only, so I'm not taking any of these trades, not because I don't believe in them or believe in them, but because it's virtually impossible to do 3 trades to 5 trades per day. That comes to hundreds of trades per month, and eventually, for those who will stay with me in this channel, I don't know, tens of thousands of trades over a period of lifetime. So no, I'm not taking any trades. This is all education for educational purposes. I'm doing my best to present the most adequate reason for any trade, both up and down. Make the case for any trade. But again, there is no. You don't have to follow me, and if you're not confident with what I'm talking about and what I'm doing, obviously don't take any trades. Not with 1 cent. Definitely not with $1 million. So if you're not confident, and I'm repeating myself just to make sure that everybody's on board with whatever we're doing here. Okay, so again, no new trades in Bitcoin. Let's move on. I want to move on actually, not to no, you know what? Let's go to Ripple, because I talked about Binance coin this morning in our previous video. So, for example, Ripple. This is a trade that was posted 3 days ago. Long limit XRP at 2.4, stop to 228. It's still alive. Okay, you can clearly see 2.4 the entry, and did it trigger? Yes. 228, did it trigger short? The stop loss, did it trigger for loss? No, it's still in play. I mean, this trade can be in play maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, and alongside this type of a trade, I posted another 10 trades or 5. I don't remember how many. Okay, so again, if you don't like the ideas, don't feel confident with analysis, the process, don't take the trades, and move on. Okay, so I had people being angry. Okay, you're posting too many trades or too little trades, and why are you not taking the trades? You don't explain. It's not clear enough. Okay, now I hope it's clear. Okay, so again, what was the idea behind this trade? Use clear support and resistance levels. Okay, support here at 2.28. Resistance, was there any entry based on 2.4? Not really. I mean, basically the trade here is the stop loss. So the trade is based on this idea that you can trust this 228 support level to hold, and the trend will resume, or in this case XRP will resume its uptrend and deliver the move to 2.8, maybe 2.3, which is at least the highs of this month. Now again, it's also a game of risk reward. If you enter 2.3, okay, and the stop loss is sorry, if you enter 2.4 and the stop loss is 2.28, the risk, what is the risk? Roughly, I would have to say 5%, 6%. That's the risk. So you're risking $1,000. Sorry, $10,000 is $500. You're risking $100,000. It's $5,000. And the reward should be 2 to 3 times as much in a good environment. We're not trading a good environment. Okay? When you trade a good environment, the risk actually increases per trade, but the reward also increases, and you have a trend on the intraday chart alongside the trend on the daily chart. So anybody that knows anything about technical analysis cannot tell me that there is a trend on the intraday chart. There's not a trend. There is no trend since the crash last week. In maybe very few cryptos have any trends, if any. I mean, there are some, like Dash, for example, and BNB also had a trend, at least for a short while. Okay, so again, this trade actually is still valid. You can still post the limit 240. Okay, limit 240. Let me actually emphasize this. I'm not going to post it again, but just to make a point. You can clearly see it triggered. Okay, you can clearly see that it triggered at 240, and the stop loss, couple of cents, in this case 2 cents under 228. Why 2 cents? Again, we want to minimize the risk, and that can take a toll on the trade. If you want to minimize the risk, there is a limit. Okay, so that's why it wasn't 2.3, it was 2.28. I hope it was clear. It is clear. Okay, so again, looking for a trade right now. Nothing changed in XRP as well. Let's move to Solana. sometimes there will still be support and resistance levels that I drew on the chart a couple of days ago. So you can clearly see this support level here that I drew in Solana. When was it? October 14, so 2 days ago. And you can see the spike under for about $4, which is 2%, and then the spike up. I don't remember if I posted a trade here. I don't think, but maybe I did. Anyway, SUI, I did post a trade in SUI. Okay, and the trade was long 277, stop loss 264, risk equal 5%. So the entry was 277. This is the entry, 277. It triggered at 277, and it triggered for a stop loss at 264 because it took a dive to 258, and the risk was 5%. And again, it's written down here on the chart. Now, is there another trade in SUI right now? As much as I want to post trades, and I hope you agree with me that this is what everybody wants. We want more trades, more ideas, or great trade ideas. We're not trading a good environment, and we don't want to force trades, just force feed ourselves trades and start piling up in a choppy trading environment losses. 2% here, 5% here. Those can pile up and hurt your account. Okay, so 5% it's a doable or reasonable loss, but in the context of the market that we're trading, I don't want to lose three trades of 5%. And again, your position, if you're normally trading, let's say normally trading a $10,000 position, okay? In a lousy environment like this one, and I'm not trying to be a downer. In a lousy trading environment, you lower your position. So you're not increasing your position. So if the risk is very small, maybe you can increase your position. But if the risk is above average, and 5% is clearly above average, for me at least, I would have to say definitely don't increase your position. Think about decreasing your position. Okay, let's move on. So nothing in SUI. Same goes for Polkadot. What the hell is going on here? I mean, this crypto hasn't moved for 4 days now. Okay, now not moving for 4 days is a signal that nobody's buying, nobody's selling. Something is brewing here. But what is really brewing here? Is there anything brewing here? Not really, because this is a Polkadot is definitely not a market leader. Now, if you're looking for a trade long in Polkadot, the DOT is the symbol for this crypto, DOT. So the best thing to do in this type of an environment, if you're looking for a long, is not to buy breakouts, which are most likely to fail, okay, but to buy support. Buy at support is the right thing to do. Again, when you're trading a lousy environment, basically it says no trend, no volumes, no interest from institutional traders, definitely not from retail traders. Nobody is acting right now and now it's valid for 4 days, and you can see that the volatility substantially dropped. That can lead you to buy with very little risk, but the reward is the issue here. We don't have any trigger for reward. Okay, so again, if I want to use technicalities and try to use a good support level, I will have to say that maybe 2.8 is a clear support level. Obviously, we cannot use this support level, and you can see that how DOT reacted on the crash. It lost nearly 70. What? It drove from 5 almost. It lost almost all of its value. I didn't pay attention to that. It drove from above 4 to 0.11. That's 99. More than 99% of its value gone. Wow, I didn't pay attention to that. This is definitely the worst performer on the crash that I've encountered. So a lot of accounts had been burned here on this downside move, which, as you can see, was on excessive volume. Okay, so keep in mind that going back to Bitcoin, traded from 120K to 100K. That's roughly 20%. This one went from above 4 to 0.11 cents. So 40 cents is down 90%. That's 97%. That's 97% drop. That's embarrassing. For those who are managing, the brokers that are managing the liquidity here, that's a total failure. That reminds me the crash in stocks. I don't know if it was 10 years ago or 12 years ago, where some stocks went from 50 or 100 to 0 in a matter of seconds, then recover. But again, in stocks you have the regulations here. I don't know who's going to reimburse this super ugly move. That's a huge question mark. How can it happen that it went from down 97%? Okay, but again, that's the risk that you're going to take when you're going to trade a low volume asset. And let me actually take a look for you guys on the daily chart, and for me as well. I normally don't follow. Ooh. So it's definitely downtrending at the beginning of the year, and basically had no momentum at all before the crash. So again, why would you be in DOT versus the rest of the market? I don't see any reason why would anybody be in Polkadot, but that's in retrospect. Okay, let's move on. Another failure. Yeah, I see here that some of those marginal cryptos that took a huge beating. This one is the same. Uniswap dropped from $8 before the Trump's tweet to 21 cents, and again, all of those accounts that were leveraged in this area lost. The accounts are gone. Even if you are only 50% leveraged, the account is gone, because the drop here is 90%, or maybe 95%. I don't want to say 99%. Nearly 97%, if I'm not making a mistake, at the bottom here. Okay. So again, do you want to trade those cryptos? Yeah, I don't have a problem trading them as long as there is an edge. Is there an edge right now in Uniswap? I don't see one. Let's move on to another one, TRON. Okay, now I'm looking at what can be an interesting reversal play long in TRON. I will check the daily chart in a minute. Just stay with me. This is the level, the technical level that I'm looking for a breakout above. Okay, the turnover is only $145 million over the last 24 hours. So this is a highly illiquid crypto. Okay, so that's 24 hours, 143 million turnover. I'm just reading here from my data. So the technicality here is decent. Okay, breakout over this level, 0.33 or 32.5. What do we have here? We have here, let's call it triangle, a potential triangle breakout. Hold on a second. But where is the stop loss? So if we enter at 0.324, the stop loss is at 0.31. $32.4.31. That's roughly I would say roughly 4 to 5% on this trade. 4 to 5% on this trade. And this is definitely not a volatile crypto. Now, if the risk here will be different, meaning the risk here will be 1 or 2%, it's worth taking the plunge on this trade, looking for a move from 32 maybe to 35, which will be percentage-wise a 10% move. Overall, the trend on the daily is positive over the last 6 months. TRON. Let me go back, guys, to the markets, and what I want to see here is this basically. Hold on a second. Why the heat map? This heat map. Sorry that you cannot see Bitcoin and Ethereum. It doesn't fit the screen right now, but when I'm looking at this heat map and I watched it in the morning, I was paying attention to Binance. That's why I posted in the morning a trade in Binance. And I was watching also Zcash, which was at that point up 7%. The rest of the market didn't show anything interesting. So we're going, or I'm going, to the places where there's a possibility of increase in volume. There is maybe some fundamentals behind it, like Binance coin, which has some positive fundamentals behind it, and that's basically it. The idea to find some momentum and a technical pattern, and a technical pattern that has relatively very little risk, and try to cash in. For example, Zcash, instead of moving higher, it moved lower. I didn't see any technical pattern, so I didn't post a trade. However, in Binance coin, that's the trade that I was talking about early on. Buy limit at 160 and use 130 as the stop loss. I think that was the trade that I posted this morning. It's already posted. Yeah, I don't see another trade idea right now in BNB. Again, that was an idea from only 4 hours ago. So again, let's say now, just for a matter of to give you an example, let's say that Dogecoin is now not up 2%, it's up 6%. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm looking at the chart of Dogecoin and thinking to myself, okay, is this setup tradable? Where is the entry point? Where is the stop loss? Where is the risk reward? Can I expect to see at least 3 to 1? And a good target will be not 3 to 1 or 5 to 1, maybe 10 to 1 in a good trading environment. Overall, the whole crypto, let's put it this way, the whole crypto market is doing whatever Bitcoin is doing, give or take. Okay, so Bitcoin is basically the S&P 500 of the crypto world. So there will be cryptos that are going to excel over it, others that are going to be underperforming it, but that's the benchmark. Okay, so again, do you want to trade in this environment and you want to be long? Okay, fine, find a long. You don't want to trade because it's a choppy market. Stay outside. You think that one piece of crypto, one crypto is overvalued. You can sell it. Where is the entry point? What is the risk? Is the pattern supporting it? And again, there are some patterns, not necessarily Doge, but let me go back to Bitcoin. Hold on a second. Let's go back to Bitcoin. That we need to be aware, and that will be my final say for this recap. That we need to take into account is this potential reverse cup and handle formation. That's the cup, that's the handle, there's another handle brewing, and this support level can be breached. There will be a lot of stop losses here. So if you want to enter short here, okay, if you want to enter short here, you already have the stop loss right now at 120. Sorry, at 1200. Keep in mind that most of us, including me, are again biased for the long plays. Why is that? Because the overall trend, whatever we experienced over the last 24 months, is up and away. Can Bitcoin have a big drop under this support level and continue lower to this next critical support level? Yes, the answer is yes. What are the possibilities or probabilities for that? I don't know. Cannot quantify that because, like I said, there is still so much positive sentiment, and lots of institutions that put their money to work, and this is the big money, are waiting here. I mean, there are as much as there are sell orders, there are limit orders here in the platform that are waiting to buy the dip. Okay, so will it be another V-shaped reversal? It's not even a V-shape. It was a flash crash because we didn't have even a V-shape. It was an immediate reversal. Okay, I hope I was clear, but clear enough. This is not a normal situation that we're living right now in cryptos. Anyway, if anybody has any remarks, do write us to our email. It's thecharlesmaverick@gmail.com. Don't hesitate. We are responding even to the harsh of comments as long as they are, you're using the right language. And again, the whole idea here is to take care of the educational side of trading, plus the ability, our ability and experience to help you get into trades with very, very little risk. Okay, I hope it was illuminating enough. Do like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. It was a long one, and we'll see you in the next video.